You never really think it's going to happen to you until you're sitting in a cold interrogation room with cops telling you you're being investigated for fraud, theft, and identity manipulation. I'm Jason, 32, software engineer turned tech startup success story. Made my first million at 28. By 30, I was coasting. No debts, no drama. Enter Vanessa. Vanessa. She was smart, sexy, charming. Met her at a fundraiser for mental health tech initiatives. She claimed she was a UX designer, passionate about ethical design. She laughed at my jokes, remembered my coffee order, and genuinely seemed interested in who I was. Not my money. Or so I thought. We moved in together after a year. She said all the right things, played the long game. Then, things started vanishing. First, just small things. Bank statements. My ID once. I chalked it up to disorganization. Then my accountant called me. Hey, Jason, did you just open a new account in the Caymans? What? No. Why would I? Because a few $100,000 just got transferred there, under your name. I froze. I confronted Vanessa that night. Did you touch any of my banking stuff? I asked, trying to sound casual. She blinked at me, all innocent. What? No. Why would I? Is something wrong? Her performance was Oscar-worthy. But that night, I snooped. I checked her browser history, her trash folder, her tablet. That's when I saw it. PDFs of my signature forged on transfer forms. A fake ID with my face, but her contact number. She'd been planning this for months. I was furious, hurt, betrayed. But more than anything, I was determined. She wanted to ruin me? Fine. She had no idea who she was messing with. I didn't confront her, not yet. That would have been too easy for her. She'd cry, manipulate, spin it around on me. No. I needed to be smarter than that, so I smiled. You know what, babe? I said the next morning while she sipped her matcha. I think we should take a trip. Just us. Somewhere quiet. Really? She beamed. Like, vacation? You never take time off. Exactly. I've been too stressed. I need to reset. And there's no one I'd rather be with. She bought it, hook, line, and gold-digging sinker. But while she started planning our getaway to a secluded beach villa in the Philippines, I was planting my own seeds. I hired a private investigator. One of the best. Discreet. Expensive. Worth every damn cent. She's not just framing you, Jason, the PI told me a week later, sliding a folder across the table. She's done this before. The folder contained everything. Aliases, a trail of sugar daddies, a married finance exec who accidentally transferred stocks to her account, a pharmacist in prison for something she framed him for. She was a professional. She just picked the wrong final target. So what's your plan? The PI asked me. Simple, I said, flipping through the photos of her with different men. Let her think she's winning, then I ruin her from the inside. That night, I brought home flowers. Vanessa, I said softly, I've been thinking. I want to merge some of our accounts. Her eyes sparkled. Are you serious? Yeah, I think I want to start thinking about us, long term. She was glowing. I love you, she whispered. I lied right through my smile. I love you too. Over the next few weeks, I let her into everything, on the surface. I gave her dummy access to fake accounts I created under real-looking shell corporations. Made everything look legit. The transactions, the balances, the portfolio. Meanwhile, the PI and I were tracking her every move. GPS on her car, keystroke loggers on her devices, cameras hidden in the vents. Every lie she told me, I caught on record. Every fake signature, we collected them all. You sure you can keep up the act? The PI asked one night. I've dated her for over a year. What's another month if it ends with her in cuffs? And maybe, just maybe, a camera crew from Dateline. 2 weeks before our vacation, Vanessa started acting differently. More affectionate, more present. It wasn't love. It was victory. She thought I was completely under her spell. And in a way I was. But she had no idea I already had full access to her burner phones, hidden USBs, and her private email where she'd been coordinating with someone named Theo. Vanessa. The idiot's almost done handing me everything. After this trip, I ghost him and transfer everything to Cayman. Can't wait to be done playing girlfriend. I read those words at 2 a.m. in our shared bed while she slept inches away. I stared at her sleeping face. For a moment, I wondered if she felt even an ounce of guilt. Then I remembered. Con artists don't feel guilt. They feel thrill. She's planning to vanish after the trip, I told the PI the next morning over encrypted call. Then that's where we nail her. he said. We'll have the cops waiting, but you've got to let her think she got away with it. Oh, I said, smiling. I plan to let her celebrate it. On the plane, she held my hand and leaned her head on my shoulder. You're so good to me, she whispered. You deserve it, I said. When we got to the villa, she was almost giddy, took selfies, drank champagne, played her part like she was in the finale of her heist movie. You're quiet, she said as we watched the sunset. Just overwhelmed. I've never been this happy, I replied. Inside, I was watching the timer on my burner phone, because at exactly 10:17 p.m., she logged into the fake offshore account I gave her access to. I saw it all in real time from my own laptop in the bathroom, her trying to transfer the $3.2 million from our shared account to her own. Except it wasn't real money. It was a traceable simulation built by my cybersecurity team, a trap with a blinking neon sign. The second she hit confirm, alarms tripped, not the loud kind, the silent kind. 2 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. Who is it? She called, slightly tipsy. Local police, ma'am. We need to speak with Jason Cole. I stepped out of the bathroom in a robe. That's me, I said, looking right at her. And I believe you're looking for her. She turned to me, confused. What are you doing? She asked, voice shaking. Turning over all the evidence. You've been caught, Vanessa. You set me up? She gasped. No, I said calmly. You framed me. I just hit record. She tried to run. The cops grabbed her before she hit the balcony. Jason! She screamed as they cuffed her. You can't do this to me! Funny, I said. You said the same thing to that married banker in Chicago. Got the footage of that too, by the way. As they dragged her out, she shouted, cried, threatened. It was like watching a mask melt off in real time. When they closed the door, I exhaled for the first time in months. I wasn't ruined. She was. 3 days after Vanessa was arrested, I got a message. Unknown number. She told me you'd be easy to trick. Guess she was wrong. Mind if we talk, Jason? Theo, the silent partner, the one behind the curtain, the ghost she trusted more than me. I didn't respond. Instead, I checked the bug we'd planted on Vanessa's laptop. The last message she'd sent before her arrest was, if anything goes wrong, contact him. He's the backup plan. Theo wasn't just some flirty pen pal. He was the brains behind the whole con. He probably helped her forge the documents, maybe even the offshore transfers. He was her safety net. I needed him to think the game wasn't over, so I replied, Me? You want to talk? Let's talk. But only in person. We met at a rooftop bar in Manila. I recognized him instantly. Slick, confident, smug. Like he knew secrets that made him invincible. So, Theo said, sliding into the seat across from me, she didn't tell me you were actually smart. She didn't tell me she had a partner, I said. She didn't need to. I don't usually get involved this far down the line, but seeing her taken out like that, it pissed me off. She tried to destroy my life. She almost succeeded. He leaned back. Look, we can end this cleanly. I know where the real accounts are. I know where she stashed the money from her other jobs. Help me get her out. In exchange, I'll make sure she doesn't come after you again. Ever, I chuckled. You really think I want her free? I think you're still hurt, and hurt makes people emotional. You don't seem like the revenge type. I smiled slowly. No, Theo, I'm not the revenge type. Good. I'm the trap-setting type. He blinked. What? And just like that, 2 Interpol officers stepped behind him and clamped cuffs on his wrists. Theo Martinez, one of them said, you're under arrest for international financial crimes, identity theft, and conspiracy to commit fraud. You? He snapped at me. You set me up too. You mess with a software engineer, I said as they dragged him away. You should probably assume he knows how to code a honeypot. Back in my hotel room, I opened my laptop. The real money, my actual fortune, had never left my legitimate accounts. The dummy systems they accessed were simulations. Everything they touched was fake, but everything I gathered was real. Proof, data trails, digital footprints. I wasn't just going to ruin Vanessa and Theo's operation. I was going to erase it. It had been 3 months since Vanessa's arrest. She was held without bail, facing multiple charges. Theo was extradited, and last I heard, was crying about entrapment to a federal judge who wasn't buying it. But I wasn't done. I needed closure. So I scheduled a visit. The prison was cold, sterile, the kind of place where charm and lies die in fluorescent light. She looked different. Hair pulled back, no makeup, orange jumpsuit that stripped away the illusion of control. But her eyes, still full of fire. "You have some nerve coming here," she said as she sat down on the other side of the glass. "You framed me," I replied calmly. "This is me returning the favor." She smirked. "You're proud of this? What, you wanted to humiliate me?" "No, I wanted to make sure you understood something." "Which is?" I leaned forward. "You never actually had access to my real money. The accounts you thought you hacked? All simulations. Every cent you stole, fake. But everything you did to try and steal it? Real. Documented, traced, time-stamped, prosecutable." She stared at me, jaw tight. "You think you've won?" "No," I said. "I think I've made sure you never do this to anyone again." Then I slid a small folder through the tray. "What's this?" she asked. "A copy of the deal you could have taken 3 months ago," I said. "I was willing to stay quiet, let you disappear, start over. All you had to do was admit it and walk away." "And now it's too late." She opened it, scanned the document, then laughed bitterly. "You would have really let me go?" "No," I said, "but it would have made a hell of a story." I stood up, preparing to walk out. "Jason," she shouted. I turned. "Why didn't you just dump me? Why go through all this?" "Because, Vanessa," I said, "dumping you would have been too easy." Then I walked away, and the door slammed behind me. Back home, I finally moved on. I donated a large sum to a charity that helps financial fraud victims. Quietly, no headlines, just peace. My company? Still thriving. My accounts untouched. And my heart? Well, let's just say I've learned something. Trust is earned, not charmed, not seduced, not faked. And if someone tries to steal your world, make sure they never even touch the real one.